We have each wire stapled on all of our posts, so now we're ready to work on our final tension. We're going to do that starting with the line that has the tension spring. So we're going to get it in that 150 to 250 pound range, with 250 pounds being our ideal but also our maximum mark, so we don't want to exceed that. We're going to tension until we see that second indicator mark show up on the spring. Here you can see the two indicator marks. This is 150 and this is 250. So we tension just until we hit our 250 pound mark. So now to just get familiar with this tension, you can pull it towards you and kind of gauge how far it moves off that line, get an idea for that feel, and then you can use that same feel and that same distance to compare each line as you tension. Pretty close right there. Under full tension, your fence will settle within the first 24 hours, so it's a good idea to come back a full day after the fact. Test each line again, give them the tug test. Usually 1 or 2 clicks on each strainer will lock it in at the final tension. Once you're up to tension on your fence, you can go back to any crimp sleeve location and trim the tail, just cutting it closer to the crimp sleeve, giving it a nice clean look. Another finishing touch we can do now that we're fully tensioned is come back to our H braces and slide our floating insulators to where they're going to guard against the diagonal brace wire. We're going to slide them in place to where they're most likely to contact that brace wire. This is going to help us protect against any arcing or interference if branches fall or anything that would cause it to make contact. We're going to be crimping these in place so that they don't slide up or down the wire. You can also use a split bolt in this application. One of the advantages to high tensile wire is how far apart you can space your wood posts. Something you can do to increase structural integrity is to add droppers in between wood posts. We have 30-foot spacings, so we're going to be putting poly droppers at that 15-foot center mark. Droppers are intended to float on your high tensile lines. We're not going to be driving these into the ground or resting them on the ground. They're going to be held up by your high tensile wires. You'll be able to see the grooves on these poly droppers. That's where your high tensile wire is going to sit. We're going to hold it in place using pre-shaped poly dropper clips and twisting them around with a simple handheld twist tool. To install these droppers, you'll begin by taking a clip and hooking the pre-bent end and carrying it around the back side of the dropper, and then sliding your wire twist tool on the open end and just wrap it until you take up all the slack. We'll finish wrapping these clips here, and then we'll continue installing poly droppers down the fence line. Our fence project is pretty much complete. We hope that you've found these high tensile basics helpful.
By using these fundamentals, methods, and materials that we recommended, you're going to have a fence that's going to stand the test of time and last for years to come on your farm.
I think this pasture is ready for some livestock.
Let's do it.
For more helpful fence how-tos, visit our website or give us a call. We'll help you build a better fence.